Well, well, well. It took a while, and I've been slacking, but finally, the next milestone has been reached. Upgrade Infinity bonus to level 7. Now, eventually, I do need to get this to level 10, which is going to take me an astronomical amount of time. As you can see right there, that is hell. And it's going to take me a while, but for now, baby steps, we have reached level 7 on 1, which puts us over the edge and gives us an avenue to push this even further. Now I'm able to farm some potion keep, do all of that, and then push towards the next roadblock, which is going to be affinity bonus to level 8. I'm going to go over some general account progression things that I've been up to going towards 60 days. Talk about it a little bit and why I was able to actually start pushing arena, which I guess we'll start. Now, the first thing is obviously people who are throwing are lifesavers. If you are someone who does this and you set one-man teams or you set really, really bad teams on purpose to allow people to get wins, you are the GOAT. You are like the best person ever. I love you. You're the best. Now, when it comes to arena, there's been one poll that has changed my account more than anything, even for all content. And if you want to get one of the best starts in Raid Shadow Legends, use the link in my description below to get a free legendary champion, Narma the Returned, as well as 3 amazing epic champions as you level up. Now, the way that you're going to do this is you're going to log out of Plarium Play on PC and uninstall. Then you're going to click the link in the description, register with a brand new email. Then you're going to launch Raid, complete the tutorial, and as you go to your inbox, you are going to be able to claim your first legendary champion. Next, you're going to get Anax, Uugo, and Mausoleum Mage as you level up. Please don't let this insane offer pass you by and click on my link now to get the start that you deserve. It's been Teox. Now, obviously, something like this, ungeared, unleveled, we're going to be able to go in there and just immediately smack him to death. But the main thing that has allowed me to push so high, I mean, hell, I'm almost in gold 5 with this team that's honestly a lot weaker on paper than the teams I'm fighting, is because Teox does so much damage, and he also increases his turn meter when I put out debuff. And if you haven't noticed, I'm not using any single speed booster. No turn meter boost, no speed increase. I have Haikatun, for sure. I have Haikatun, who does both of those things, but she's unleveled, she's unmasteried, she's ungeared. I don't really care enough, right? So the way this has been going is we get the speed aura from Carillon. Carillon also turn meter boosts, but he doesn't go fast enough for this to matter. Then we have Uugo, where my Uugo is built very, very well for where I am in the game. He has 280 accuracy. I'm hoping to increase it in the future, but that's what it is at right now. And then 290 speed. As you can see, we have the double speed boots with 3 accuracy rolls. We got some speed there. We got some speed there. We got a triple roll right there. I have decent speed gear for where I am in my account. So we go in there and we debuff. Now, Uugo, unless it gets resisted, which sometimes it does, is going to put out 2 debuffs per person, which is 8 debuffs. And the weird thing about Teox is his passive actually boosts this champion's turn meter by 5% whenever an enemy or ally receives a debuff. Now, this happens every single time. There's no cooldown or anything. So he's going to get 40% turn meter off of Uugo getting debuffs out. So even though my Teox is not very fast, we're going to put this out. As you can see, we got 6 debuffs, which allows our Teox to go. Now, you might think, hey, you're not going to be able to kill anything. Well, there's a very real chance I don't, but there's also a very real chance I kill everything. Buffs himself, attacks, does a lot of damage. Now, that's a crazy high shield, something that I usually don't see. So unfortunately, we are going to struggle, and then we're going to immediately get melted. At this point, it's generally a loss, but there is definitely a chance that Uugo survives until the end, and it's the last unit alive, which is ideal. And then we're able to revive the team, but we get feared and we lose. That's okay. Let me find another target. So usually I go for the ones with low speed auras. If I see an Armons, I avoid it 10 times out of 10. We're getting close to gold 5, so I'm definitely going to be struggling. And sometimes I outspeed Arbiters, but here we're going to hit this team because we have a little bit of a low speed aura. As you can see, everyone is very fast, but my Uugo is going to outspeed, going to put out the debuffs, and then bam, Teox gets an instant turn. Now I can build him a little bit more offense heavy because we don't need that speed, and then bam, 70k a hit, hits twice if they're debuffed, which they're generally going to be, and it just insta kills. That's generally what happens, which is very, very funny. I love using this team. Here we can go in. Uugo is actually going to get outsped, which is very, very, very rare. You do ask me. Here we're going to go and we get to get the revive out, but we're going to get True Feared, which is a little bit hell. And we're probably going to miss this. Yep. And the run is, that's okay. Obviously, once again, it's not a guarantee, but it is still pretty likely. Here we can see, for the video, I'll keep it going because I'm actually having fun. Teox is just so fun. I don't know. I love using him. Here we're gonna turn meter increase. We're gonna hit him, and then we're not going to kill anything, unfortunately. And then Tholin's there for a little bit of extra damage, and not gonna do anything, which is a little bit unfortunate, but it's what happens. Tholin sometimes will clutch up at the end. Sometimes Uugo will clutch up. But yeah, I pushed too much arena to do this video because now we're cooked. But you guys get the idea. One more fight, and then I'll move on. We're gonna see. We barely don't outspeed the Arbiter, which is unfortunate, but I should have expected it. Whatever. That's kind of how it's been going. As you can see, we're pushing up slowly but surely, and I've stopped winning on defense because now I'm just getting a ton of high-level people. And then the other big things I've been doing is the bosses. So starting off, Brutal is by far a 1 key now. It was kind of inconsistent before, 22 million required. I do about 38, and this is large part to do with Teox. Teox not only does a ton of damage, doing, hell, he does like 160k a hit on his A3, and his A2 does like 112,000 or something if all the debuffs are out, which they usually are. And then it's a little reliant on Uugo reviving everyone if they die, or Rector Drath putting out decreased attacks and keeping my units alive. Teox isn't super tanky, so maybe he's not the best thing for my clan boss team, but he does the most damage, and I'm actually 2-keying Nightmare consistently now, which is huge. Eventually I'll move on to Ultra Nightmare, but I need to have a little bit more survivability before I do that. That's been huge. Also, Hard has been a 1 key for the past 3 weeks in Chimera, which has been huge. I've been getting a lot of Embry shards. I got 3 this week, which is kind of nice. And you can see we're using this team. Geomancer is just goated for Chimera. I don't know why Chimera is so different, but Chimera loves to hit Geomancer, and Geomancer just loves to deflect. Then we got Pythion, Uugo, and Rector as supports. Teox for some damage. Tholin's a bit more consistent with his survivability, and I get about the same score. I got 29 million 1 week, but you know, I'm only there for the high chest. I don't really care otherwise. And yeah, it's been pretty fun. I think Chimera is one of my favorite pieces of content. And then I've actually been 1 keying Hydra on normal. Now it is only normal, but for where I am in the game, less than 2 months in, sure, I've wailed a little bit, but we have Teox, Geomancer, and Tholin. Tholin should be doing closer to Teox, but that's okay. And as you can see, not even max ascended, and also not max level, and he's still doing really well. And we don't even have a full lizard team. And with Donatello coming out, and the fact that I just pulled Roxanne, I have a lot more lizardmen to work with, which means that I may have more potential in other areas. Now, I'm very excited to push Faction Wars and stuff. Yeah, Teox has been a game changer. Probably the most impactful unit I have gotten. I mean, I pulled a lot of good heroes. Teox is the GOAT. Insane unit. And as you can see, we got some Slayer gear. We have the double crit rate, double attack with a plus 5%, which is very nice. We have the speed, accuracy, crit rate. He doesn't need accuracy, but whatever. We have the speed, double crit rate, and crit damage there. We have the crit rate, the extra crit rate, and then the crit damage, as well as a triple roll into accuracy. 2 things of attack with crit damage twice, some defense, some speed. As you can see, we're missing a lot of HP, which kind of is unfortunate. We got some HP here with a little bit of attack and then some crit damage there as well. His build is fine. I mean, he's not max level or anything. We're going to get some more survivability with the HP. I would like a bit more HP otherwise, but for now, we're at about 4,000 attack, 168 speed, doesn't really matter for areas like Arena, and then about 230% crit damage. He has max masteries and all of that. He's been carrying my ass, but I'm still gonna wait on the 6-star Ascension because I need them I need the Ascensions to be open I keep clicking the wrong thing, for the Arbiter missions, because I need to get them to level 6 of Ascension as soon as this quest pops up. So I'm gonna have to farm another, I don't know, like 750 gold arena coins for the Great Hall before I get to there, which is gonna be a little bit of a drag, but that's okay. And then my main goal right now, aside from that, is to push for Donnie. I really want Donnie because, as this video has been about, Teox is really good. Donnie's a lizardman who does increased speed, boosts turn meter, continuous heal strengthen, detonates continuous heal and heals, and then reduces cooldown. I don't have most of these things, and he does damage. Donnie's going to be super fun to play around with, super good, and I am definitely excited to get him. So that's going to be my main focus over the next month or so. I'm very excited for that, but that's kind of my general progression. You know, I've been pushing dungeons a little bit. As you can see, Fire Knight's been a main priority with Teox because he does do some mini ally attacks. This has been going by a lot faster, which is good, and I've been able to push it a lot further. Eventually, I'll get to 25 on all the dungeons. Ice Column's giving me a hard time, but apart from that, I mean, Spider has not been hell. I haven't pushed it. I haven't pushed Dragon. I could push it more. I did a little bit of Stand Devil for some Teox upgrades, and then Minotaurs I've been grinding a lot because, I mean, it's freaking Minotaurs. You need masteries, and it takes a long time. But yeah, that's what I've been up to. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's kind of all I got for y'all. See y'all in the next one, and Destin signing out.